Hello students, this is last lecture of the chapter Acid, Bases and Salt. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the two chemical compounds. Those are washing soda and plaster of Paris. We will discuss about their preparation and their uses. So let us continue with the class. Preparation of washing soda. When we heat baking soda, we get sodium carbonate salt. And when we add few molecules of water into it, we get washing soda. So the difference between the sodium carbonate and washing soda is of only few drops of water. Let us see how sodium carbonate forms. Sodium carbonate forms by heating baking soda. And baking soda we have got by the reaction of sodium chloride with ammonia, water and carbon dioxide. In this reaction, we see that when sodium bicarbonate is heated, it breaks down to form sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. Sodium carbonate is a very strong base. It converts into washing soda just by adding 10 molecules of water to it. After adding 10 molecules of water to sodium carbonate, it converts into sodium carbonate decahydrate. The formula is Na2CO3.10H2O. These 10 molecules of H2O give crystalline structure to washing soda. Let us discuss its uses. Uses of washing soda. It is used in glass, soap and paper industries. It is also used in manufacturing of sodium compounds such as borax. It is used as cleaning agent for domestic purposes. It is widely present in most of the cleaning agent we use in our homes. It is used as removing permanent hardness of water. So it is helpful in the process of washing. That is why it is called as washing soda. Now we will discuss that what does it mean by the term water of crystallization. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. Just now we have seen that sodium carbonate get converted into washing soda just by adding 10 molecules of water. And by this, sodium carbonate get converted into a crystalline structure. This type of change in the salt happens because of the water of crystallization. Here, one example in front of you is of copper sulfate salt. When we take copper sulfate salt in the anhydrous form, anhydrous means there is no amount of water added in it. It remains white in color. Copper sulfate is actually a white color salt. But when we add few drops of water to it, it gets converted into blue color crystalline structure. And that blue color hydrated salt is called as copper sulfate, and this structure has the formula. It is copper sulfate, that is CuSO4.5H2O, which is copper sulfate pentahydrate. We can convert these type of salt from anhydrous form to hydrated salt by adding few amount of water in it. And we can also convert the hydrated salt into anhydrous by heating the hydrated salt on the flame. This is the color difference you will observe in the copper sulfate crystals. This is the hydrated blue color copper sulfate crystal, and when we heat these crystals, it will convert into white color anhydrous salt. This is a powder salt and this is a crystalline salt. So this is called as water of crystallization, which provide crystalline structure to the salt, and it also responsible for giving a particular color to the salt. In this table, you can see that the different chemicals with their water of crystallization. Blue vitriol, which means copper sulfate pentahydrate, which is blue in color. It is because of the 5 molecules of water present in it. Another example is Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate. It is white color crystal because of the presence of 7 molecules of water in it. Calcium sulfate dihydrate, that is gypsum, it contains 2 molecules of water attached to it. Green vitriol is iron sulfate, which contains 7 molecules of water, and because of which it gets green color of the crystals. White vitriol is zinc sulfate. It is white in color, and that color is there because of the 7 molecules of water attached to it. So this is water of crystallization. Now we will discuss about the another compound, that is plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris is a compound which is formed when we heat the hydrated gypsum salt. Gypsum salt is calcium sulfate dihydrate. It contains 2 molecules of water attached to it. And because of this, the gypsum has a very hard structure. When the gypsum is heated at 373 Kelvin, it gets converted into calcium sulfate, half molecule of water, and with that 3/2 molecule of water is released. This is called as calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This is called as plaster of Paris. This plaster of Paris is used for various things. In this reaction, you can observe that the gypsum is just leaving half molecule of water with the formula unit of the salt, and this change in the breaking of water molecule and releasing 3/2 part of water molecule, there is a change in the structure of gypsum. Gypsum is hard, whereas plaster of Paris in the form of powder. Now plaster of Paris have many uses. Let us discuss the uses of plaster of Paris. Uses of plaster of Paris are used in supporting fractured bones. Now, as we have converted gypsum on heating into plaster of Paris, we can convert plaster of Paris into gypsum just by adding few drops of water. It is used for making decorative materials and toys. It is also used for making idols and sculptures. It is used for false roofing and making molds of many of the decorative items. You can see here, this is how the plaster is used to fix the broken bones. It only provides support to the broken bone, and doctor uses plaster of Paris for this purpose. By adding few drops of water in plaster of Paris, we use this solution or mixture on the hands, and when it dry up, it gives support to the hand. These are the different type of sculptures and molds which we are able to see here on the screen. They are used by decorative items for using plaster of Paris. So I hope this much of content and the chapter is clear to you all. Thank you for today.